Hey up, all you dirt-eating two-wheel petrol heads. I'm back, man in the van. It's been a while, obviously, because of lockdown. I want to try and keep it real and have people sat in the van with me. Of course, that hasn't been possible. So, and time's been going on. I thought I'll leave it. I'll wait till we get out. But obviously, you know, another announcement at the weekend sort of said that we might be a little while yet before we're allowed out to play properly. So I thought, do you know what, let's just get a man in the van done with myself. It's never quite as good. It's always good to have somebody sat in the van and engage with and have a conversation. But anyway, I thought I'd get a man in the van done. So here I am. Again, big shout out to these guys. Relax to Race. There we go. Arm pump. Obviously nobody's really riding at the minute, but when we do get back riding, you're gonna need this. Because if you haven't ridden for a while, some of you are going to pump right up. So obviously look for that online. Relax to Race. They've got a website and everything else. Great stuff. And of course, the guys at FXR sponsoring Man in the Van. So thanks for that. That's cool. Couldn't do it without you, of course. And we're going to try and build on this going forward. More Man in the Vans and more ideas. So that's good. Right, getting down to it. I thought I'd just catch up on several things, if I can, notably lockdown. But before we get into that, I want to shameless self-plug. There we go. Steelhawk Motorcycle Club. Just to basically let all you people know about our Rocket Till Sundown event and have supported it over the first 2 years to great effect. We're so thankful that you came out to Tinkleton the last couple of years to help us build the event, and it's kind of starting to take root a little bit now. So yes, we're talking about that. I just want to reassure people that if we're allowed back out to play by August, we very much still plan to run. We're not going to pull the rug from under your feet and not run this year, just because obviously people are going to be it's going to be difficult financially for people to go racing, certain sponsors and all that kind of stuff. But as far as myself, Paul and Julie are concerned, we very much want to run the Rocket Till Sundown event this year. We are having a change of venue. I'm not sure if you saw that earlier in the year when we announced it. So we're now moving to Cuss's Gorse. We're going to be working with Justin Barkley, who obviously came in the first year and tweaked Tinkleton a little bit. The reason we're moving away from Tinkleton, nothing to do with the venue or Lee or anything with the farmer. Helped us out no end. And Richard as well, doing all the watering, etc. Just purely because the event has grown already in a couple of years, where the amount of people turning up and wanting to ride, and the pits and the paddock area is just a little bit small and uneven. So we've kind of already outgrown the venue a little bit. So we just want to expand on that. So yeah, I think it's when are we running? Is it the 5th? I can't remember now. It's been so long since I've talked about it. When is it? Wednesday the 5th of August, I think. Anyway, it's around that time. We'll put the date up after, or mention it here. But so we're going to run then. But we're doing it a little bit different this year as well, in the fact that we are not going to run adult vets class throughout the day. So basically what we're going to do this time around, we're going to have just kids throughout the day. But we are adding an auto class this year as well. Again, we'll probably have a slightly changed circuit for them. And then we're just going to run adults in the evening, okay, with the pros as well and the vets there. And the kind of reason we're doing that is we've obviously a couple of times we've had a few incidents where maybe it's a too long a day for some of the kids going into the evening, obviously tired, risking injury. And on top of that, we can manage the track a little bit better, because clearly sometimes, you know, for smaller bikes, the big bikes, you know, can just make different lines and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to give that a go. We're always looking at ways to improve. Hopefully it will improve the event. If it doesn't, we can always revert back. But we never want to be a club that just kind of sticks to the norm. And, you know, we want to be always looking to try and push the sport forward. So that's basically what we're going to be doing there. And then we've spoken to Justin, and then what we're hoping to do is we're also going to have some kind of day on the Thursday. We haven't exactly decided what it's going to be yet, but we are going to be doing some kind of event practice training, I don't know what, on the Thursday. So fingers crossed, everybody can come along, race on the Wednesday, stay over, you know, maybe have a bit of a shindig on the Wednesday night, which was always part of our plan, and then do something on the Thursday for those people that want to stay and ride, and like I said, maybe do training with pro riders and whatever. So we're definitely doing a 2-day event if we can. All right, so more details about that to follow on Dirt Hub, and of course the Steelhawk website, which is currently under reconstruction, just giving that a little bit of a tweak in lockdown, ready to go. And on top of that, we as a club, Steelhawk Motorcycle Club, have been using lockdown time to basically work on ideas for 2021. So I can sit in the van and tell you that for 2021 we will be rolling out at least another 2 events, maybe more. They're going to be separate to Rocket till Sundown, but they may be linked as an overall prize if you do all of them. We don't know yet, but what we do know, or we think, is we've come up with 2 events that are pretty cool, pretty different, not your average motorcycle event or motocross event certainly. So we'll be rolling those plans out pretty soon, basically probably around the end of summer, something like that, once we get the new website up and running how we want it, and basically announcing our plans for 2021. So I'm excited about that. We're definitely going to push on. It's something I've always wanted to do, something that Paul's always wanted to do, and of course Julie. You know, we gained a lot of experience from when we worked together on the Isle of Wight GP back in 2004, and we always said we wanted to start our own club, do our own thing. Now is the right time, even though the world's gone a bit batshit crazy. It's our time, and that's what we're doing. So hopefully, we know we're going to be in difficult times financially after this lockdown, but what we want to do is just lay on unbelievably relaxed, fun events, you know, because at the end of the day, life's too short. There's enough other big serious races where there's a load of pressure to win, etc. and all that. We want to get everybody together, do our exciting Caravanners Club, which is what motocross is, and just have a bloody good time, you know, and have some real quality racing on a nice safe circuit that everybody's having fun on. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. Right, where do we start with the next bit? Lockdown. Oh dear, it's really starting to piss me off. I don't know about you lot, but you know, obviously what do you do? We're all in the same boat. You got to stick with it. It's pissed me off a lot because obviously, like, the first couple of few weeks I was like, okay, it's kind of nice having not having to do anything, got a load of jobs done around the house, that kind of thing. Didn't think about bikes, tried not to think about bikes because I didn't want to torment myself, even though obviously, you know, I do a lot of stuff for Dirt Hub and whatnot. But I understand everybody's frustrations, but now we're in that real precarious situation where, like, people are going to start opening up practice tracks, and personally, I don't think anybody should be out riding at the minute. You know, I haven't been told that we can officially go and do that yet, and I just think it's probably putting our sport in a bad light if you do. You know, to the outside world that doesn't know about the sport and whatever, it's just like, oh, there they go again. They're just doing their own thing. And we may be past the peak, or so the government tell us, but if you're out riding and you have an accident and you have to, you know, go into hospital, get an ambulance called out, it's again it's just not right at the minute, is it? You know, like, they're still struggling. They might be past the peak, but so I think if everybody could just hold tight for a little while longer, that would be the better thing to do. I know the temptation's there to go and ride, but you know, just think of the bigger picture and how that reflects on our sport. It would be good if you could. Obviously, I'm not your mother. I can't ground you, but that's my personal advice. I see that Gareth Hockey has put something about it. The ACU have put a statement out about it. So, and I know a couple of practice tracks are open at the weekend. Well, you know, like I said, I personally don't agree with that, but you know, what do you do? There lies the problem. There's always everybody that's got opinions about it, and I just don't agree with that. That's my take. So there's that. There's the GPs. Well, the calendar, I mean, they're still trying, aren't they? Like, the calendar, I seem to get an email every week from Ustream or Outfront or whatever they're bloody called. Still haven't got the grips for their new name, but they I don't know, that's tough. They're constantly changing in it, and I can see surely a few of them are going to have to be dropped, but they seem like they're going to push it right through to November, which would be really bizarre, to say the least. And then, I suppose if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. And then, of course, that would leave a real short off-season for everybody to get ready again for those people that are doing it. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be great if we get to see that racing, some of that racing, but I just can't see them doing all the GPs, and some of them are going to have to go. Motocross Nations, obviously completely up in the air, with France saying they're not having any sport until September anyway, so that is cutting it fine. And I don't know, you know, can you... the American team, you know, with all worldwide travel, not just the Americans, so many people, you know, Australia, New Zealand, whatever, where are we going to be at with worldwide travel and quarantine and everything by then? So I think it's all still completely up in the air, but we'll see. As for racing in the UK, hopefully, you know, we'll get the green light to go, and they'll be coming thick and fast. I think most of us heard the rumours that possibly the British Championship would be like sort of double header weekends, which is fine if we got to do that. Obviously, it means that we're probably not going to visit as many venues as originally thought. But hopefully, if they do that and still do an 8-round series over 4 weekends, that would be amazing. Even if they cut it in half and only did 4, that would be something. It would be better than nothing. I don't think anything less than 4 is cutting it fine, regards of as a you know, like the championship and the merit of it. So hopefully they'll still be able to fit in 4 rounds. Same with the Michelin MX Nationals, the Bridgestone Masters, you know, the Service Amateur Nationals. Hopefully the guys can all work together and still get something that resembles a championship before the year's out. So that would be pretty cool. Fingers crossed for Western. Obviously, that's a massive event, and I'd like to think by October we'll be in a position where that can happen. If not, then we've all got to take it on the chin. But that won't. Obviously, that'll be disappointing if that happens. But it is just what it is. As I sit here, you know, I'm not in government. I can't give you the answers. So I'm like the rest of you. We just have to sit and wait and see how it all goes. So there you go. Nothing more to say really. It's just kicking about, innit? I'm trying to do as much as I can, as I'm sure you guys are. There's only so much DIY anyone can take, and that's about it. So I'm gonna just keep plugging away, trying to do what we got to do, and be ready for the green light for go when it all comes back to normal. Just trying to get set so we can hit the ground running when that happens. So that's it really. I'll sign off there. I will go and get some breakfast because I haven't yet. Drink more coffee, and that's it. And I will catch up with you soon with another man in the van. I'm going to have a change of tact. Obviously, I can't get anybody in the van, as I mentioned at the start. So I didn't want to do it, but we're gonna do it anyway now because we're just starved of guests. So I'm going to do a Zoom meeting from the van with a guest, and I shall be catching up with Stephen Clark. So we'll do one with Clarky and get the ball rolling again with man in a van like that. Right, that's it. 13 minutes of your time, waffled on, talked a lot of shit probably. You might agree with some of it, you might not, but you know, that's the beauty of man in the van. So until then, until the next one with Stephen Clark, stay safe, and if I have any more news I'll let you know. But remember one more time, hopefully, fingers crossed, by August we're still running our Rocket Till Sundown event. So it'd be good to see you there at Cusses. Right, I'm out of here. Stay safe, everybody. Don't have to stay indoors anymore, do you? But stay safe. All right, till next time, I'm out of here.